Hi, this is Supergirl. I'm watching Video Outhouse with Comic Book Man, and I'm his biggest fan.
May we introduce to you, creators of the comic kind, grilled to perfection by Comic Book Man.
Hey kids, how you doing? Comic Book Man here. Welcome to my Video Outhouse. It's time for Meet the Creator, and with me are these two guys. Hey. David Ruba and Renee Castellano. And these two gentlemen work, or own, I should say, Instant Press Comics, which is a Southside publisher, does a lot of indie books. They're here today to talk about their upcoming title,
Bride of the Wolfman.
Bride of the Wolfman, which is going to have a release party here at Alternate Reality on Halloween Day, October the 31st, from, I don't know, we haven't talked about that, what?
No, we didn't talk about the time.
Noon
10 till...
Noon till 5.
Noon to 5. Noon to 5. Noon to 5. On executive decision.
Well, he is in charge, so
executive decision. That'll be here at the store. They're going to be down here. The boys will be down here with their book. Okay, and you can come on down, you can talk to them about comics, you can talk to them about publishing, about writing, about drawing, and about the book itself, and other things about the comic book industry. So come on down to the store. Guys.
Yes?
Who came up with the idea of Bride of the Werewolf, or Wolfman?
That'd be me.
How'd you come up with the idea?
I was trying to come up with a horror title.
Okay.
And the Wolfman is my favorite monster, so I was trying to work something that way, and then for some reason I started going the comedy route and decided to
comedy.
Yeah, can you believe that? And decided that to have the typical not Little Red Riding Hood thing, but she meets him and instead they fall in love, get married.
So is this like American Werewolf in Paris, where it's like a lot of black humor and people getting their throats ripped out and stuff like that?
No, not quite. This is an all ages book.
An all ages book.
We love all ages books. Good for kids, good for adults, good for everybody.
We love all ages books here at Alternate Reality. Anything that the kids can read, great by us. So you made an all ages book.
Yes.
Okay. And then you wrote it, but you needed an artist.
That's correct.
So you went to
Renee Castellano.
Renee, what did you say?
I've worked with Renee for many years on comics, but we've never done a comic together. Yeah. So this was our opportunity to do a comic together because of Renee's art style.
These two have been working together for a long time on other projects at Instant Press. Renee is the publisher at Instant Press. You are the chief cook and bottle washer.
That's correct, yes.
Okay. But Renee's also an artist. Okay. What did he say to you about the book?
Well, he just came up to me and he told me he's got this idea. It's a cartoony book. And because of my art style, he wanted to work with me on it. Okay. And like he said, we've never worked on a project before. We've known each other 15 years, but never worked on a book together. So this was a great opportunity. He had a good story, a good all ages cartoony book, and I draw cartoony. So it was just natural.
Well, if you two have never worked together before, how was the experience of working together? Do you hate each other now or what?
No, it actually went pretty well. This is probably this is probably the best, what would I call it? Relationship I've had. I'm working on a book.
Better than
same here.
Book.
Working on a book.
I was gonna say. So how's it with the wife? How's things at home?
I would never work with a book with her.
So the two of you have been together for 15 years. Okay, right. Working on other people's projects or different projects for Instant Press and your own projects, but you've never worked together. And lo and behold, it worked out.
Yeah, it worked out great. I mean, Renee's style just fit the book really well, and it came out very cartoony, as you can see, and it just, I mean, it to me, like when I'm looking at it, I feel like it's a cartoon more than just a book. So,
tell us about your style.
My style? Well, I'm just a big fan of people like Jeff Smith. Yeah. I read stuff like
who does Bone?
Larry Marder, who does Bean World. Scott McCloud, Zot. Okay. So I love a lot of that stuff, and that's where I drew a lot of my influence from. Yeah. So that's pretty much the general route that I also went with on the book, and trying to get some research and trying to get background on how to do stuff correctly. Yeah. It's been 10 years since I actually drew a book, but now drawing it, I needed to refresh and get my gears together. And again, cartoons, that's my passion, that's my love. Yeah. And so that's pretty much where it all comes from.
Now, he put the words on the paper, and you translated them into pictures. What models did you come up with? What ideas did you come up with to add to his story to flesh out the characters?
Well, we had a general. He actually got some ideas from Art Baltazar, who also does cartoons.
Art Baltazar. Art Baltazar works at DC right now on Tiny Titans, and Art's a Southside boy. He's been working in comics, trying to break into comics. Now he's working in comics. Been doing it for years and years and years.
Yeah.
And oddly enough, actually, I worked for him when he was working on Patrick the Wolf Boy.
Okay.
And I would, I actually just cleaned up his stuff and frame out his pages. Getting ready for digital printing.
Okay.
But he helped him out. He gave him some designs, and I looked at them. We looked at them, and we were kind of happy with it. But then, as I started working on it, it wasn't really working for me.
Yeah.
Because Art's got his own style,
right,
and I've got mine. So we pretty much took the wolf. We scrapped that idea as neat as it was. We needed something a little more.
His idea was more wolf-like than man-like, and we wanted more of a total wolf man, like an anthropomorphic type character.
I was going to say, now this character, he doesn't turn back into a man when the sun comes up.
No, he's always a wolf, but
24/7.
He's a wolf man, so he wears clothes, he talks, but he's a wolf. Yeah, he does not change.
And he's married to, because the book is The Bride of the Wolf Man, so
Correct.
He's married.
He's married, though, to a human girl.
So this is a whole I Dream of Jeannie, Bewitched type of screwball sitcom thing at home.
One of the situations in the book is where the mother-in-law comes to visit. His mother comes to visit.
And Dora!
And she is a gypsy woman.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
So, it has those
Your
way
will be tawny. But it is not your fault.
Like the old Maria Uspenskaya from, the old Wolfman movie. So.
Okay. So the book is coming out Halloween Day because you're
correct.
having your release party here at the store.
Correct.
What are the future plans for the book?
We're hoping to
Once you get past the first issue.
Well, the first issue is a one-shot, and we're hoping to do a series of one-shots.
Okay.
Chronicling more about their married life, maybe, further down the line. We might even go back and do like a story, one issue where Wolf's a little boy, how it was for him growing up or something,
You could follow the old Universal route of Bride of the Wolf Man, and then Son of the Wolf Man, and then Daughter of the Wolf Man, and House of the Wolf Man, and Ghost of the Wolf Man. And by the time you get done fleshing all that out, you might be ready for an ongoing series.
That's right.
Okay. What about you? Anything else you want to do with the book? Are you looking forward to a second issue in order to flesh it out some more, or you feeling pretty comfortable with it?
As it was, the book was only 16 pages.
Yeah.
And as I was working on it, I said, Dave, we need more pages. I like this. I'm really enjoying working on this. I'm like, give me another story.
Give me more work.
He gave me another 4-page story, and it was even funnier than what was already in there.
Okay.
And so then, even when I was doing that, I'm like, Dave, we need more pages. He's like, no, let's finish this, and then we can talk about doing another, one shot or another. But it's like, as it keeps going, it's just like, I like this. I want to do more. Let's do some more. Let's keep going with it.
Okay.
But that's all up to Dave, though.
So you guys are all set for the next one. You guys are all set to go for the next one.
We'll gladly do another one.
Creators who really care about what they're doing and they're happy doing it, and you know what? You need to stop by the store on Halloween Day. Check out Bride of the Wolf Man. These two guys will be here, Dave and Renee. And until next time, this is Comic Book Man. And
Dave.
And
Renee.
Saying stop by the store, pick up the book, and until then...